Hey everybody, it's your girl the Cannabis Queen. I'm back for another video in this wonderful world of cannabis. I wanted to come back so we can keep this movement going and kind of keep moving forward with what we're doing. I've been getting a lot of great feedback, so I want to thank you guys for that. I'm still getting used to looking at this computer camera and what I am supposed to be doing here, but that's okay. We're still getting better and chucking along. So I wanted to say welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to send me a thumbs up and actually like the video if you like it. If you don't, leave me a comment and tell me what it is that I need to do to help you understand what it is that I'm trying to accomplish here. I don't mind positive feedback, even negative criticism. If that's going to help me get better, then please shoot me a comment. Don't just dislike it. Tell me what to do better. So we're going to be moving forward today. Like I said, everybody that I'm sharing this information with on Facebook is super excited. I'm excited. We're all excited. So I want to just keep going forward so that we can keep moving along as this process moves along. I put some information out there about how to sign up with a broker, because you actually have to have a broker in order to buy cannabis stocks. To participate in the stock market, period, you have to have a broker and you have to have a funded account. So I'm sure since my last videos have came out that you guys have already moved forward with that. So we're not going to keep hashing over that. We're going to move forward and let you know now what's the next thing that I need to do. How do I keep going in this cannabis process? I first want to let you know that no matter what you hear out there, this is the absolute best investment I think you will make. I think in a few years, it may be less than a few years, but in a few years, you're going to be so proud that you listened to your heart and that you followed your spirit in this, because there is nothing out there that is more promising than the cannabis market. And so the more that you get engaged in this and the more that you read and the more that you listen, you are going to find out that you are making the best possible decision with your money that you could ever make. If you're new to investing, it's always good to get involved in something that you know about, right? And so I have my own little testimony into cannabis, and I'm going to share that. I've never ever really shared that publicly before, but I'm not ashamed of it. The statute of limitations has passed on child abuse, so I'm good with that. But when I was a kid, I suffered with toothaches all the time. It's probably because I always loved candy, but I remember when I was younger, my mom, she was one of those people who partake. Just like, I'm sure you know someone who loved to partake in cannabis. So back then, though, me and my sisters, we were pretty averse to, separating it. We had our old, those album covers, the big square covers, and we knew how to separate the seeds out, get the little excess off your tongue and all that. We had our zigzag papers, and we know how to line them up just right for how to roll it up right and get it together. So, one night I had a really bad toothache, and so my mom rolled up square for me and she made me smoke a joint. I was like 7 years old. And guys, the only thing that I could say is that I remember that, for some reason, we didn't have money for medicine, but we always had the product. So I remember that I smoked a joint that night, and I was like 7 years old, and all I remember is that I felt so much better. Like I remember that I actually went to sleep and slept. Whereas nights before, I would just get these toothaches and it would just be excruciating and I couldn't sleep. But that particular night when my mom, made me smoke a joint, I felt better. It was like, I know that made me feel better. And for years on after that, I've always told, people who are close to me and my family members, I smoked a joint that night, it made me feel better. So I'm my own testimony when it comes to the benefits of cannabis, and that it does have pain relieving mechanisms in it. I was 7 and I remember that. That's something that I know happened to me. And so I'm not saying it, is anything bad. My mom did what she knew how to do. She made her kid feel better. And I'm glad she did, because I felt better, and I know for myself that there is benefits in cannabis. And so I'm saying that to encourage you that you are doing the right thing. You are in the right place. You are seeing what I'm seeing. You are hearing what I'm hearing. I'm here in the beautiful state of Texas. It's like 80 degrees outside in December, which is ridiculous. But you know what? we haven't got the cannabis laws down here yet that some of the other states are seeing. But guess what? In the cannabis market, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I live in Texas. I can participate in this great cannabis industry without having ever touched the plant, ever coming in contact with it, or anything like that. I've told you in previous videos, I'm a medical professional. I've been a registered nurse now almost 2 decades. And so because of that, I understand that, there are, people who want to be cautious in this endeavor. But hey, you know what? As a medical professional, I know that this is the wave of the future. I am so glad that people are getting away from just taking a whole lot of drugs and medications that they don't need and looking for things that are actually from the earth that are going to be beneficial to their health. And so because we know all these things are coming, it's just smart to be an investor right now. It's just smart because when you know the truth, you do better. The truth makes us free. Being an investor makes us smart. And so that's what we're doing here today. We're going to talk about what it is that we should be invested in. Which companies, are you kind of looking at? What are you thinking as far as how to start out investing? I say, start where you feel comfortable. It's like I have said before, if you are someone who, you get squeamish with spending money or investing money, then, you may want to consider something other than the market, because you really are going to have to be strong in this market. You're going to experience ups and downs, but that's a part of the stock market. If you have a 401k or a 403b, you're experiencing ups and downs. You just don't know it because you don't see it every day. But the truth of the matter is that nothing in the market stays the same every single day. There are going to be ups and downs no matter how great your investment is. And so, like I said, if you're someone who, you get squeamish, spending $5 or losing $10 or losing $20. If you go to the casino and you play the penny machines and you lose $5 and it makes you go crazy, then this is not the market for you. Like, let's square that up right now, because you're not going to want to do this on the long term. But if you understand that, that this is a volatile market, that there's going to be some ups and downs, there are buyers and sellers. There are people who, just like you want to buy a lot of shares, there are a lot of people who are relinquishing their shares at the same time. So you're going to be experiencing some ups and downs in the market, but hang in there, because that's what this is about. It's about, you bought during the low times, but guess what? When the stock price shot up, you were able to capitalize off of the fact that your stock price rose and you made money. So hang in there and, don't let this market scare you away. That's what this is about. We are in it for the long haul with cannabis. We know that in 2 to 3 years, these pharmaceutical companies and big pharma and these huge industries are going to try to come in and flood the market. But guess what? When they flood the market, the stock price goes up. We make some money. Hey, we all win. So hang in there with this endeavor with us, and you're going to do great. I am so proud when I see on my phone that someone actually opened up their stock account and they're ready to start purchasing stock. I won that day, because a lot of my friends have never, ever been involved in the market. And for me, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make sure that they know that there is another avenue to be smarter with their money. And so that makes me win. So we're going to go ahead and go forward. I've been getting these messages every day. Like, okay, so I got my account. I have money in my account. What should I be looking at? What stock should I choose? What should I be doing? Here's where the, not so fun part comes in. I have to give a disclaimer that I am not a financial provider. I am not someone who's giving financial advice. This is just for educational purposes. I am not telling you what to purchase. I am not giving you advice on what to purchase. I am not making you any guarantees on money to be made. I can't do that. That's not lawful for me to do that. What I'm sharing here with you is just information. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to take what I'm sharing with you and take it to a professional. There are financial advisors out there. Some of them are going to, not really advise you toward cannabis because they're not, really comfortable with making that decision for you. But there are some of them, you have to ask, are you invested in cannabis? Some of them will say they are, some of them won't, and a lot of them are. But you just have to, if you feel like you need to, bounce this off of someone, take it to a professional. There are a lot of well-equipped professionals who can help you make the decisions when it comes to cannabis and if you should be involved. And then if you feel comfortable with that, move forward. Okay, so that's my spiel. That's my disclaimer. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you some information that you can go out and research for yourself. Okay, all right. So with that being said, so where are you thinking to start? I say, there are some stable companies out there. A few that I would suggest that you look at is GW Pharmaceuticals. I like GW Pharmaceuticals because guess what? They've been around. They are not penny stocks, but I told you this is about cannabis, not about penny stocks. And so I think that you should be well equipped in your portfolio when you start investing. GW Cannabis is running about $110-15 a share. Well, don't get afraid of that, because just because it's $115 a share today doesn't mean that it can't be $300 next month, or $400 in 6 months, or $1,000 next year. So don't be afraid to start where you see a great investment opportunity. GW Pharmaceuticals has a lot of data to show that they're very strong in the cannabis market. So don't be afraid to look into that company and get some information. Look at the history, look at the trials that they have going on, look at the products that they've already put out there, and then make a decision about if you want to be involved with that particular company. So keep GW Pharmaceuticals on your radar. I really do like that company. I think they have some really promising things out there. Another one that I really like is TerraTech. Now, people are going to say what they want to say about TerraTech. It's in the red right now, as a lot of cannabis stocks are. But you have to look future on TerraTech. TRTC is TerraTech's stock symbol. Look that up. Do some investigating. Google it. Look at that company, TerraTech's website. See what it is that they're doing. That company is going to be really, really, really big in California, which just got on for recreational and medicinal use. That's a huge state. There's great potential in that. So look at TerraTech with the future eye, not right now. You're not going to see anything major going on right now, but you have to look futuristically into those types of companies. And that one is definitely one to keep on your books. I'm getting all kinds of text messages, guys. It's okay. It's just, how my life is right now, and that's okay too. All right, so I gave you GW Pharmaceuticals, and I bounced that off with a penny stock that I really like, which is TerraTech. So let's go back to the non-penny stock sector again. And what would I like to see in some of these bigger companies? And so one of the other bigger companies that I like to get involved with is a company called Cara Therapeutics. And Cara, I don't know, it's not really like a penny stock, but I guess I consider a penny stock anything over $5, which Cara is trading a little bit above that right now. I think that's a great company. Again, I think the potential for great products to come out for patient care is absolutely astonishing. And so that's what I look at. Those things that, are they in trial mode? Have they completed, trials? Are they at the end stage of these trials? Do they have promising results? What's going on? This company has those type of results out there. And so when I look at that, I think Cara Therapeutics automatically, because that should be in my portfolio for cannabis, because they have cannabis-based products that really have some great potential. Same thing with Incense, INSYS. Look at that company. Look at some of the products, some of the sprays that they have coming out. Some of these companies are really starting to understand that people are moving away from pills. And that's a great thing. It's great for your kidneys and your liver. And unfortunately, we don't have the data out there yet about smoking, but we do have, some great data that oils are not as harsh on your body as breaking down and metabolizing things through your kidneys and excreting things through your liver and your kidneys, which are always going to be more harsh than oils or natural products. So that's the truth of the matter. So I love that these pharmaceutical companies are starting to look at those benefits and really start to take a very harsh look at cannabis, hemps, and oils. With that being said, so we talked about Cara. Well, guess what? Hemp, HEMP, a great potential. You know what? If you really do the research and you get down deep into hemp, you're going to see that there is a great, great, great potential for some outstanding products with hemp. And so when you look at it, all the things that it's already used for, it's used in manufacturing. You didn't know that Adidas, has hemp related products to it. The products that are in your cell phone, different things that these products are used for. And you're just looking at the smoking side, where it's so much bigger than that. So when you look out there and you start to study, then absolutely check out hemp, okay? HEMP. Do your research on it. And then, you know what? When you have figured out, okay, you know what? I have got something here that I really like. Stake your claim. Stake your claim in it. Get knee deep into it. If you want it and you believe in the product and you see the potential for greatness, 50 shares, 100 shares, what is that going to do when this, really hits big? Can you see some of these stocks really did do well in 2012 and 2014? I'm talking about in excess of $2,000, $3,000 a share. Some of them $30 and $40 a share, which is a significant difference from 3 cents or 20 cents or 75 cents or 99 cents or $1. If a stock went from $2 or $4 to $35, $40, $60, that's a significant increase. That's a huge gain for you. That's life-changing. That's paying off your car and your house money. And so those are kind of things that you want to look at when you start looking at these companies. There are so many more, and we're going to spread these out over days because I want you to take these day by day and look at them. We looked at GW Pharmaceutical. We looked at TerraTech. We looked at Cara Therapeutics today, Incense, and hemp. Well, you have 5 great companies right there to start looking at and researching and deciding, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to do a few shares of the big and match that and balance it with a few shares of the penny or the smaller companies, small cap companies? Do I want to go all big? Do I want to go all small right now and kind of test the waters and see how this is going to do? That's completely up to you. But you have to decide where you want to build. Because the thing about the stock market is that it's the amount of shares that you own that makes the potential for your reward to be that much greater. And so don't just get in and buy 50 shares here or 100 shares here and you never ever go back to build that. No, that's not what this is about. If you don't do anything but pick the 2 that you feel strong about. I feel strong about GW Pharmaceutical. Every time I get paid, I'm going to drop $200-$300 in that one because I feel strongly about it. Until I build it up to an acceptable level, I'm going to be happy with the results. And so that's how you have to look at this endeavor. I don't want to hold you too long today. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me and my phone and all these pings that's going on, but that's great because that's business. So I love that I have this YouTube channel and I have this opportunity to share this information with you and that you can give me feedback because I want that, and then we can move forward to the next step and the next step and the next step. So today I gave you some great companies. We talked about a few things. I'm glad you're getting your account set up. We're going to be having some great meetings down here in Houston, Texas to get everybody up and running. We have a workshop coming up January 7th. If you're in H-Town, January the 7th, please come by and join us. We're having a huge workshop. I'll leave that information down in the description box for you. And also, share this information with your friends. Put it out there. Let everybody know we need to be getting ready for this explosion because it's going to happen. And when it does, I hope that all of you are well invested and that you do so great because it's a great opportunity, life-changing. All right, this is the Cannabis Queen. I am so happy we had this time together today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye, guys.